Hey, what's going on? This is Matthew. Today I thought I'd give you some ideas for books to read because I've been reading a lot lately and decided to share some of them with you. Just like to point out one thing before I start. I actually do not have this list that I have in these videos. It's just that I'm recording this with a digital camera, not a camcorder. Okay, first let's start from the non-fiction section, or the fiction section actually. I have more non-fiction than I do fiction. Okay, first off, the Illuminatus trilogy. Very good trilogy. This one actually has all the books, I think it's all 3 books in one. It's got a lot to do with it. It's like kind of a cult book, kind of like Dune. A cult science fiction. Very good, very good. Secondly, I have Dan Brown's Deception Point. I thought it was better than his books, Angels and Demons, and his other one, Da Vinci Code. Maybe it's just because I'm interested in space. It's about they find a meteorite in Antarctica. Yeah, it's pretty good. Next, I have Kurt Vonnegut's Cat's Cradle, and also the other one, Slapstick. That one's good too. I just don't have it with me. This one's about Ice 9 that ends up destroying almost the entire world. Good too. And also, if you're into a poetry type thing, The Divine Comedy by Dante. I bet most of you read that, but it's good anyway. This one actually has all 3 of them in here. The Inferno, Purgatorio, and then Paradiso. Very good. Now on to non-fiction. First, The God Gene by Dean Hamper. It's very good. It tracks faith as like a gene or a genetic part instead of purely in your head. Next, The Dinosaur Heresies by Robert Baker, something like that. This is one of the books that turned me on to evolution. It's about giving you a new view on the evolution of dinosaurs. It's a really good one. Next I have Houston Smith's The World Religions. This is just an overview of the major religions. It goes over Confucianism, Hinduism, Taoism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, all that good stuff. Warriors of God. It's about the Third Crusade. Salah ad-Din and Richard the Lionhearted. Good too. It's not just purely fiction or non-fiction. It tells it in a way that it actually sounds like a story, not just facts and history. Now let's get on to some books that I recently got from the library. I go there just about every day sometimes. The Gospel of Judas by Kasser, Meyer, and Wurst. There was another one in the library, but it wasn't as good because it was about the discovery of it. This one actually is a commentary on it. I bet most of you know about the Gospel of Judas. I hope you do at least. Very good one. This one is Kugel's The God of Old. It's about how the God of the Old Testament was more of an anthropomorphic God instead of like the invisible God that we think of today. And how that affected like the Psalms and the Proverbs and stuff like that. Next, Misquoting Jesus. It's by Barty Ehrman. I can't pronounce his last name. It's kind of weird. Even though the title's a little misleading because it just talks about how the translations of the Bible we have today are based off of imperfect Greek translations, and talks about how it talks about like basically the translations of the Bible as a whole, like the Greek and stuff like that. I actually cited this last book in my video that I'm uploading right now on, what is this? Oh yeah, proving God is not, or Jesus is not God. Next I have Who Wrote the Old Testament, or New Testament, sorry. I haven't read through this entire book yet, but it seems like a good one. I think it's just mostly commentary on each of the Gospels and Apostles and what they wrote and stuff. Pretty good. And then I have Forbidden Faith, The Gnostic Legacy. This was a very good one. It goes through Zoroastrianism, Manichaeism, Catharism, basically Gnosticism as a whole and how it plays out in the modern church and what things the modern church got from Gnosticism. Very good. Now if you're into this kind of stuff, whoa, sorry about that, that was something not good. This is Stephen Hawking's The Universe in a Nutshell. It's an illustrated version. I like this one actually better than his non-illustrated version because maybe I just like the pictures. But it was really good. It gave me a better understanding of what he actually worked on. I didn't actually know what he was working on before. I actually read this one like 2 years ago. And then finally I have The World is Flat. I bet most of you know this one. It's by Friedman. It's about globalization in the 21st century and what will happen because of that and the progression of globalization. If I think of any more, I'll put them up in the information box. That's all I've got for you right now. Oh wait, one more. I don't actually have it with me because my mom took it for her first year seminar. It is Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles. Possibly the best book I ever read. Not because of its content so much, but of how it makes you think. Even though it's a science fiction book, it's in depth and philosophical and all that jazz. Thanks for watching. I actually have a video this time.